Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Hallmark cruising shows.
I'm Dan. I got my crayons and colored pencils ready because I despise Hallmark cruising shows, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast. Drawing edition.
Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
Yep. Hi.
Oh boy, what's going on here, Brand? What are we doing?
Well, I'm getting my Scotch tape.
I can
ready.
hear it. Yeah, it's
And,
some good ASMR. Yeah, that's the good stuff. That's
a lot
the
of
good
people
stuff's there. Yeah. Are wondering Christmas in July.
Are you guys going to do the Hallmark cruise show that's airing on Monday nights?
And we had an argument, and I said, heck no, we won't go. And you said, I'm doing it. And I said,
here's the thing.
without me. And then somehow we agreed upon some weird art show.
Yes. Here's the situation. I wanted to watch this program.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to waste my time, though. You know, I
You're
need
not going to watch for free.
I'm not going to watch for free.
No.
So I do want to watch, but I know I've pushed you
As far as you could push
over the
me.
past 7 years.
Yeah.
And I thought that now is the time for me to finally find some way around it for you. And so
Okay.
what I've decided to do, I've heard about the power of art therapy. Okay.
Okay.
And so the power of kind of walking through your trauma and coloring a picture and seeing if that can kind of help shake things out a little bit. And so instead of you watching this program, I'm going to tell you about the episode.
Okay.
And you just draw.
I can draw whatever I want.
You can draw whatever you want to kind of help you.
Something.
Yeah, I mean, I would love for it to be on theme, but this is your process, brother.
It's my process.
And I want you to feel comfortable and good about it. And so you draw whatever you want to, and we'll do it for all 4 episodes.
Okay.
And at the end of the episode, you will reveal your
And
picture
we'll sell
for the folks.
artwork for millions of dollars.
You know what? I don't hate selling it for charity.
Yeah, we'll sell it for charity. And I can tell you this right now. The one thing I hate more than watching a bad movie is having to create any sort of art.
Yeah.
So you thought you were giving me a break.
Well, I thought it would.
Probably would just rather watch the show.
I don't know, Danny.
Oh, no.
I've seen it.
I'm so bad at drawing, guys. I'm not good at it. I'm not. It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do my best here. I've got some Crayolas and I've got some colored pencils.
You do?
And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
All right. So this is going to be shorter episodes.
Shorter episodes.
So I'm aiming for 15 minutes here. Okay.
15 total minutes.
You got it.
And I don't comment. I just
You
draw.
can ask some clarifying questions if you want to.
I got it.
I brought some visual aid to help you.
I got you. Okay.
This is Christmas at Sea.
Christmas at Sea.
Episode is Merry Cruisemas, and it premiered on July 7th, 2025 on the Hallmark Channel. Now, the episode starts with the cruisers. They're talking about how they're excited about seeing all the Hall stars, Dan, Tyler Hines, Taylor Cole, Jonathan Bennett.
Oh, we've been to
the
Christmas
whole
Con. We know how that
gaggle.
goes.
But this isn't Christmas Con. This is Christmas with the stars on a ship.
On the high seas.
Yes. And we see you know how they do on these type of shows, little clips of what you're going to see this season. Lots of hugging, lots of crying. Lots of excitement for Bran.
Is this just like a behind, like they're just interviewing randos?
No. We are going to get to follow some people around for the 4 episodes, and we're going to get an arc of sorts. First, we meet Paige, Alexandra, and their mom, Carrie. If you want to do the close-up here, Aaron, of this is them. And they're the Veneer family.
The Veneer family.
You see them?
And they Hallmark together.
And they Hallmark together, and they are they're fun. Mom cries when talking about how excited she is to go on the cruise. And Alexandra is the daughter-in-law, but she feels like she finally found the family that she always wanted. She was an only child. And they love it. And they are just crying about talking about how much Mama Carrie has done for them.
It brings families together.
Hallmark brings families together. That's exactly right. And this family, the Veneer family, is no different.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can tell this, Dan, but they have custom sweatshirts that says the Veneer girls take on Hallmark Christmas. And I think that's really sweet.
That's so fun.
Okay. And so they walk on the cruise. They're rocking their matching sweatshirts, and it's wonderful. They're blown away by the decorations. And I gotta be honest with you. Decorations are very nice. What's not nice is their room, which is a fun.
Did they get one of those indoor rooms?
They got an indoor room.
Yeah, they
They
did.
got what I believe is a queen bed, but then a single bed over top of it.
Like a loft bed?
Yeah, it's like hanging off the side of the wall.
So these are like ballers on
Yeah.
a budget. Like
These are ballers on a
women
budget.
Were like, we're making that cruise however we got to make
That's
it.
exactly right.
Even if it's an interior room with a loft
That's
bed.
right. And Mama Carrie's over there being like, I'll take the loft bed.
Yeah, you will, Mama
And
Carrie.
they're not
she's
gonna
how
allow
old?
it.
100? What is she?
No, she's not. Look at her.
Mama Carrie.
That's
Oh,
Mama
she,
Carrie.
she's in the prime of her life.
Everyone's like, are you three sisters? It's very sweet.
Oh, it's so sweet. Yeah.
But they get immediately to work on decorating their door. Now, Dan, I had the honor of going on the cruise with Palaha and Andrew Walker a couple years ago now, and I wasn't aware of the, I guess, how decorating your door is a big deal on cruises.
Is it a big deal on all cruises or just
Apparently,
on the
it's
Christmas?
a thing on like all cruises.
I already hated cruises. Now
Yeah.
you're adding art.
And
I'm
so,
all
but
set.
here they have, the whole stars are going to pick which door is the best, and it's nice. Up next, Dan, we meet Rob and Donna, who I have here. Rob is jacked,
Yeah,
as
he
you can
is.
see here, and they have been together for 9 years, but they are not married, nor are they engaged.
More
on-
they're just there
they're
together.
Just there together. More on them to come here about why that's important. But we find out that when they met at the gym. She was a personal trainer. He's just, Rob. And I guess she's like needed him to crack her back or something. And he broke.
All right, it's a PG show.
It's
everybody.
not. Wait until you hear what happens
Oh,
later.
no.
He broke both of her ribs
Oh boy.
on their first meeting.
Okay.
And they're together now,
They're
and that's
together ever
true
since.
love. They're very excited to meet the actors, specifically Paul Campbell and Nikki DeLoach.
Yeah, those are two highlights.
We love them.
We love them.
They get on board, and immediately they bump into Jonathan Bennett, and he's just wheeling and dealing as
he
Jonathan
does.
Bennett does. We then meet Carol, Kathy, and Nate.
Carol, Kathy, Nate.
Now, as you can see here, Nate is he's a youngin'. Nate's a youngin', and Nate is here on the Hallmark cruise with his grandmas. 16-year-old Nate with his grandmas on this cruise.
You love what you love,
And this is what he wanted for his birthday that's coming up. And he's a bit of a celebrity on the cruise because he posted on the cruise Facebook group about how this is his
person
birthday.
on the cruise. No, okay.
And so he's walking around, everybody's like, happy birthday, happy birthday. It's a whole thing. We then meet
Happy birthday, Nate.
Yes, we then meet Lori and her sister. This is Lori and this is her sister. And they're nice.
Lori and her sister?
Yes, Lori and her sister.
Okay. All right.
I'll get her name eventually.
Get their
but
drink on.
But yeah, they're fun and they're sweet. Lori's Christmas crazy. They live in separate states, so they're excited to go on this cruise together. It's very nice. And they're very excited to decorate their door.
Yeah, they are.
Back to the Veneer family, Dan. The Mama Carrie.
I'm Liz. Mama Carrie. She's
Mama
done so much. Give her the loft bed.
I want you to look at me for a second. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm supposed to be doing
I know.
art, but whatever.
Carrie
You're not gonna
talks
believe what I've come
about.
up with here.
Carrie says, I am happily married. I know that Wes Brown is happily married, but I have been given a hall pass on this cruise if Wes is interested. She calls it her Hallmark pass.
Mama Carrie,
Mama Carrie.
the inspiration
Talks-
of these
yes.
two ladies. She's
Talks-
willing to take the top bunk. She's also willing to take Wes Brown up there.
Up there on the top bunk. They talk about hall passes, and I don't know if like Hallmark just didn't know.
See, this is the problem right here. This is the problem. Listen, Mama Carrie, nobody cares if you have a hall pass. Wes Brown doesn't have a Mama Carrie hall pass.
Yeah.
It's not even crossed his mind.
No.
What are we
Surely
doing?
they're not going to meet, and she's not going to bring it up though.
She couldn't.
My guy Rob, you remember Rob?
Of course.
Rob,
Yeah, he's ripped and he
jacked
broke some
Rob,
ribs.
Jacked Rob is going to propose to Donna on the cruise. He's finally going to do it.
Boy.
And not just that, Dan, he wants to get married on the cruise.
Boy.
9 years, ready to make it happen. Night one comes to, it's coming to an end with the Christmas tree lighting on top of the ship. It's wonderful. And that is where we meet our last wonderful combo, Alice and Gail. They are our black friends for this program because
They're our black friends for the program.
Hallmark,
Of course, is going to spotlight some of those.
yes,
They're not.
trust us.
Yeah.
Trust us. The cruise was diverse. And Alice and Gail, though, great. They've been friends since 10th
Alice and
grade.
what?
Gail.
Okay.
They've been best friends since 10th grade, which was 46 years ago. They're looking great. And they're great. They are excited to meet Tyler Hines. And Alice is also going to try to get Gail out of her comfort zone a little bit, okay? So everybody's up on top of the ship. Bennett comes out. He does his whole thing. Fa la la la, jingle bells. You know, you've been to Christmas Con. Tyler Hines comes on stage in just a bathrobe. Slow motion. It's a whole thing. Paige, who is the blonde veneer daughter of Mama Carrie.
Yeah,
okay?
who wants some West Brown Hall Pass action?
Carrie does. Paige is very into Tyler Hines.
Yeah.
And wants,
Aren't
and
we
she
all?
thinks
You know what I
maybe
mean?
she has a chance.
Okay.
If she can just get Tyler Hines her number, maybe there'll be a chance. We also find out that Paige is very nervous because she's going to tell her mom that she wants to move away, wants to move out of town, wants to leave Texas. And she's very nervous. And that's where I'm going to take my first break.
Your first break? Wow.
I don't know how I'm doing on time.
I don't either, but I got to show this to the camera at the end of the thing.
Yeah. And we'll be right back here on Deck the
Dear
Hallmark.
gracious.
You're doing great.
Thanks, man. This is the worst idea we've ever had.
Well, I don't know. Victoria, you remember Victoria is Lori's sister. Remember the ones that are drinking with up there? She tells her that she's pregnant and
is this a shocker? Okay, they're drinking.
Yeah, I know. She tells her that she's pregnant right after Lori gets her some champagne too. So tough break there. Maybe that's a non-alcoholic, I don't know.
Maybe.
Okay, so Rob and Donna, they get a picture with Aaron Cahill, and I'm thinking to myself, Aaron Cahill's the sweetest person in the entire world.
In the entire
Surely, if you're gonna propose, you do it and maybe try to get Aaron Cahill involved. Like, she would be absolutely game to help. They don't do that. They actually take things down a notch. It gets a little bit serious there. Donna apparently had to have brain surgery a couple years ago. It was very serious.
Yeah.
They unload this on Aaron Cahill, and Aaron Cahill is, of course, just sweet as can be. And we get some confessionals from Rob talking about how he's just really nervous to propose. It's time for karaoke. And
It's
Gail.
time for karaoke. Yeah, of course.
And Gail and Alice or Alicia, I've written it two different ways, show up to karaoke. Alice signs them up. Gail is pissed. I don't know if you remember, Dan, our friends over here.
Boy,
She wanted to get her out of her comfort zone. Immediately, Gail's mad about this. She does not get up on stage to sing. And Alicia just shames her from the stage, and it's wonderful. We get Gail in a confessional, basically having to psychoanalyze why she doesn't like getting out of her comfort zone. Once again, it gets very serious. But what can you do?
Cruise for Hallmark.
You gotta get out of here, and you're on TV. You're already doing it, so good for you. You don't have to do anything else. You're already on TV. The sisters show up for trivia. You remember the sisters, pregnant?
Boy, do I! Yeah.
Hosted by Nikki Loach and Andrew Walker, and Andrew's
classic
just
duo.
hugging everybody. These sisters suck at trivia. It's great. And then there's the boot shot with Tyler Hines.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, it's madness up there on the deck. Paige, remember Paige?
Boot shot. He does the boot
He
shot.
does a
with
live boot shot.
so
on
not
the
a
cruise.
Christmas boot shot, just a boot shot
Well,
in the
it's Christmas.
summer.
It's the Christmas time. No, this happens in November, Dan.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
And so Paige is like, this is my moment. I'm going to be able to get close to Tyler Hines, give him my number, and this is going to be a whole thing. But then Wes Brown walks in.
Oh,
And I don't know if you remember, Dan, but that's Mama Carrie's hall pass, or Hallmark pass. And her Hall Star pass is what she calls it. And
we've done 3 different things now, right?
Jonathan Bennett walks up to them naturally with Wes Brown. And Paige is just like, hey, Wes, I've been told to call you stepdad.
What?
And Wes is so cool about it. He's like,
Hallmark's
yeah,
airing this?
I know. It happens all the time.
Not my Hallmark.
No. And Jonathan Bennett is there, and Paige is like, hey, could you help give Tyler Hines my number? And Jonathan Bennett's like, Ever the wingman is like, yeah, of course I can do that. He's not going to say no. And I got to be honest, of all the storylines so far, weirdly invested in this.
Stop it. With Mama Carey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why they're airing it, for nuttos like you.
Okay. Nate, remember Nate?
I remember it.
16-year-old Nate.
16-year-old youngest guy on board.
Youngest guy on board. Nate has lost his grandmas.
Okay.
He doesn't know where they are. And this is where it kind of turns dark. Turns out Nate's grandmas are just hiding from him because they're annoyed by how much he likes being around them. And also get this, okay? This cruise is happening in early November, right? It's his birthday gift.
Yeah.
Everybody's telling him happy birthday. His birthday is not until December 10th.
What?
Everyone's going around wishing my guy Nate a happy birthday, and his birthday's not for a month. He's a freaking liar. You sit on a throne of lies.
Throwing a rise like bread?
Right.
A lot of bread.
All right, here's how the episode ends. Are you ready? Are you almost done?
Yeah, dude, I'm wrapping it up right now. Don't worry.
Rob,
Just put my SIG on this baby. We'll be good to go.
jacked Rob goes into the gym, and who is there? Paul Campbell.
Okay, in the gym?
Working out.
All right.
Okay. They have matching black tanks. It was almost like it was meant to be. He tells him that he is going to propose and he wants to get married on the ship. And Paul is like, hey, Drew, get over here. Andrew comes running around the corner, dumbbells in hands, doing curls, which is hilarious. And he's like, hey, this guy wants to get married on the cruise. What, you think we could do something? Paul's like, I could officiate the wedding.
Does it feel staged or does it feel real?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
And I don't care. Andrew Walker's in. They're like, hey, we're gonna let's meet up later. We could talk about this, but first you gotta ask her. So far you haven't asked her. So we're not gonna do a lot of planning if you don't ask the woman. And so that's where we are, and that is the end of episode one. Merry Christmas. We got our gang. They're all here.
Okay.
Aaron, go to close up of Dan, and Dan, let's show the people what you have worked on today for your art therapy.
I feel so comfortable in every situation. But I couldn't be more proud of what I've come up with here. And I want to be very clear. Everyone got off the boat. Everyone got off the boat. Everyone got off the boat.
Well, I haven't finished the series yet.
Everyone in my drawing
Okay.
got off the boat. This is a boat crash
Philo.tv slash
of
DT.
the SS Hall Pass, which you can, if you see it right there.
Yeah.
It is an SS, which I think means it's in the armed services.
That's right.
And
Well,
I don't want to talk
get
about budget or any of that, but
You can find it on, we'll post a picture on social media.
In looking at it in the camera, I'm most proud of my sunshine over here, my sunshine, and that the flag still flies. The crown flag, which is not the same crown. I'm just saying it's the SS Hall Pass is what it is. That's what it is. There we go. Float me a pen or a Sharpie. I'm going to sign it. It's a 1 of 1. Son of a bee.
That's right.
Look, I'm signing it. Signing it right now, right in the corner.
I got to be honest, Dan, beautiful work. I would say that's 4 out of 5. I think we could.
we could kick it up a notch.
I think we could do better. I think we could do better.
This is as good as I could have possibly done.
The good news is, Dan, I want to see your signature on it. It's beautiful.
Like that.
The good news is, Dan, is we're going to come back next week.
Right there.
And we're going to get to do this all over again.
Thank goodness.
You don't have to watch again.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, based on the next time on Christmas at the Sea, we're going to, the same families, which
same
is nice.
families.
So we're not going to introduce anyone else. I don't think. These are the people we're telling their story. We've got the best friends who's trying to get her over the fears. We've got the sisters who pregnant. I don't really know what
drinking.
their deal is. I don't know what their deal is yet.
Is his birthday right now? It isn't.
It's not.
We got
the Veneer family who are just trying to hook up.
They're trying to hook up
with Hall
and then
actors.
we got old big boy John who's cracking ribs.
Rob.
Yeah.
Jacked Rob trying to propose and potentially get married on this.
Get married on the
this
ship with PC and A-Dub helping
That's exactly right. So come on back next time. I'll tell you about the next episode. Until then, maybe we're the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.